Stadium, home of the Oregon Ducks and the House of Loud, a place where great teams go to die. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Volunteers will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. The offense lining up for a first down play. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Rivera. Across the 25. He's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Looking for a productive play on first down. Red pass, it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off going into double coverage.
Excellent job by the DB, breaking on the football, getting there and making sure he gets a hand on it and deflects. Listen, it's not about catching it. It's not about getting the interception. It's making sure he doesn't catch it and deflecting that thing where he can't get it.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quarterback will audible. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. He gets a block. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. And picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The offense set for a first down play. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Oh, he makes the catch. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. On second down, he'll fire. The throw. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Off the play fake on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. They'll try the left side. Puts him in the spin cycle. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him. And just, yeah, you know what? Let his talent do the rest.
Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Pulls and fires complete. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. The Vols will hustle to the line. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll try the run. Got enough space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense. We got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown ball.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback checking the play. Wide out in motion. Fires to the big fella. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Fast motion from the offense. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up.
3rd down and short. They choose to pass it. They got the whole playbook open because it's 3rd and short. On their own side of the field, you could tell the QB wasn't going to make a mistake. He did not want to force the ball, make a bad decision. He throws the football away, lives to fight another down.
Calls his own number. And the Ducks have enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The pull and throw off the RPO. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Tennessee 7, Oregon 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking for room, it's Terrell. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The Ducks look to keep this drive humming. Snap it to the back. Gets it past the marker. Running toward the tape. Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to the 9.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On the move. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And the ball's free in the backfield. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls in the field.
It's still 3rd and goal. Lets it fly. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up and getting the tip, getting the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete pass.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab over the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And he's got it at the 30. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
He's going to pass. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Really, really nice football play. Man, I got to understand option football. I got to play my responsibility, make sure that I know what I'm doing. Look at the linebacker. Great job doing that. Staying patient, getting to the quarterback, making the big tackle.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Hand off from the shotgun. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Oregon!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Going up top. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Taking it the other way. The 40. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Not all DBs can make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Dialing up a second down pass play. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit him right there in the hands. That was a missed opportunity by the tight end right there.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Ducks!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Arizona is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Tucson, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 10 over Vanderbilt. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll leave it with him. And he's knocked down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Still running at the 40. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
And they may have caught the defense snapping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of down.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Tennessee.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Power football with the run. At midfield, he's got room. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Unleashes one. It's caught. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
If you're down, obviously at the half you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Working the middle, it's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The throw on target. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And you see on that play the confidence that he has in that playmaker on the perimeter of the field. He's already had a couple catches in this game. It seems like he's always open. And right there, nice job fitting that football into a small space, and great awareness by the receiver getting his feet down in bounds.
And the Vols will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And dude, when you got a guy like this that can just hit the gas and go pick up 15-plus yards, what a luxury. How nice is it to have a quarterback like that when I'm a tailback? When I can send the tailback one direction, quarterback the other direction. This guy's just got so much speed.
Quarterback keeps it. Touchdown, Tennessee! And that one will give them the lead.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone. You love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Here's the handoff. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Got the quick pass. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20.
The return brings it out to the 34, and the Tennessee offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're trying to get to it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Volunteers will try to pin them back with the punt. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, Dave.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
He'll throw it. He finds his man. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one and a first down. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
So many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. He's got the tight end there to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter.
Tennessee 26, Oregon 21.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The Ducks are in the hurry-up. Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. And it's picked up at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
The give to the back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Here they come on second down, trying to put this game away. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Sims. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Volunteers have pushed it inside the 20. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 3rd down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. From the gun, wants to pass. Scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the 4th quarter and it's a 1-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Using his feet. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Now on the move. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he'll be brought down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. They got it. It's blocked. Scoop it up and going the other way. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up 4th down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
They are running out of time and very little choice. Down 5 late, they'll go for it on 4th down. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. To have any chance to pull this game out, they have to convert on 4th down here late in the 4th. The flag and another delay of game penalty. They do know there's a play clock up, right? It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down.
42 Spider, 4-2 Spider, longer.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. They got him. It's It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for them.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.